with Dyer Hall, so Kelsey had some spare time now. Please just read it. Dina looked like the stays holding her torso rigid had just buckled. She dropped her hands, her head lolled, and she rolled her eyes. God damn it, fine. Send me the thriller. She straightened again and pointed. No shit, kid. I'm doing this because I love you, and not because I think it's even worth considering at this point. Kelsey nodded and tried to hold back the urge to bounce in her seat. I'm for real here. If it's not fan-fucking-tastic, we're shelving it for at least a year, maybe more. Dina cranked up her stank eye at Kelsey. Now, where's your next proposal? She leaned closer. Romance, snatch. Holding up her hands, Kelsey ducked her head. Working on it. Doing some research right now. It was a lie. She was log-jammed, creatively clogged, mentally constipated. But Dina didn't need to know that, because it would pass and the words would flow. Tell me you're researching seals and shit. Kelsey nodded. Yeah, seals and shit. Dina looked ready to call her on obvious bullshit, but someone approached their table just then and squealed. It was way too early in the day for anyone to make a noise of that wavelength, and half the cafe turned to see what the hell was happening. A dark blonde with curls framing her face and eyelashes stretching to reach Texas clapped her hands over her cheeks. Kelsey Spencer? Kelsey had a moment of panic. Someone from her past or an exuberant fan. She rarely had exuberant anything in her life, so she was leaning toward the former possibility and racking her memory for some clue as to this woman's identity. I knew it! Kelsey fucking Spencer! I love your books! She whipped her large Givenchy purse off her shoulder and rummaged through it. Inside of 5 seconds, she snagged something and tugged it free. A load of freshly used tissues came with the book she slapped onto the table. Best book ever written! She snatched away the errant tissues and stuffed them into her purse. Dina kicked Kelsey under the table. Thank you. It was one of Kelsey's favorites. She'd really enjoyed writing it, and the sales had been decent, but it had begun the freefall in her writerly confidence. This book, McCadden's Woman, and the reader response to the grand finale scene left her questioning her responsibility as an author. Was it really okay to present such an unreasonable fantasy to readers who loved the idea so much they insisted the fantasy could be their reality? Dina kicked Kelsey again. She glared at her agent. Maybe Kelsey fucking Spencer could sign the book for you? Dina asked. The fan practically shone when she grinned. Yes, please. And then if you could package up McCadden and deliver him to my home, I will be forever grateful. Kelsey forced a smile, gritted her teeth, and pulled the book closer. Dina, got a pen on you? Dina handed her a red pen, of course. Who should I sign it for? Jasmine, that's me. She dropped to a squat beside Kelsey, and her cute and obviously expensive yellow sundress floofed around her knees. The conference name tag she wore flipped around to show her name, Jasmine Grant. The way McCadden scaled a goddamn mountain for Kat. Fucking magical. Every man should have to scale a mountain to prove his worth. Kelsey laughed. There'd be a whole lot fewer relationships in this world. Dina kicked Kelsey again, hard this time. Kelsey yelped. Jasmine covered Kelsey's hand lightly. At the risk of sounding like a creepy stalker fan, tell me who hurt you so much and I'll kick his ass for you. A shimmer covered her eyes as if she were trying not to cry, but it felt less like a single white female reaction and more like a moment of sisterhood solidarity, like Jasmine herself had just been kicked in the teeth by the reality that romance and all the fantasy surrounding it weren't real. Kelsey withdrew her hand so she could awkwardly pat Jasmine's and shush some theirs, but suddenly Jasmine flushed and her eyes widened as she stared past Kelsey's shoulder. How did he find me? Kelsey's heart rate kicked up, and she turned to see what had caused Jasmine so much alarm, but she couldn't pick out a threat.